Good morning, everyone. Happy Super Bowl Monday. I will be on in 2 minutes. Turn this off here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. busy morning this morning. I hope everybody's doing good. Tommy, good morning. Donna, good morning. Brian Crevassier, I think is how you say it. Good morning. Gianni, hello. Cougine, Brian, I think that's how you say that, Cougine. Hope you guys are doing well. I've been at it since 2 o'clock. No, that's not true. I take that back. 4:20 this morning I've been at it. Making little Valentines boxes and all kinds of stuff. I got to make strawberries still. I'm going to go set up going to do the admin building every day this week. I'm going to go set up at about noon today. Just going to do 4 hours and set everything up, advertise for Valentine's Day. And then just kind of make that my home base for people picking up their stuff, I guess. Really don't have too big of a plan. I don't think I'm going to have any problem selling. I think the problem is just going to be having enough to sell. I'm hoping. Sounds like everybody's getting their tax returns. So, but anyway, I need to look something up really quick before we get started. What is the name of the tunnel in New Jersey that Trump wants to put his name on? So I heard something about this. The tunnel project in question is the Gateway Tunnel, a major rail infrastructure effort to build new rail tunnels under the Hudson River between New York and New Jersey, and to rehabilitate the existing aging North River Tunnel. Trump reportedly signaled that he would unfreeze billions in federal funding for this project only if certain landmarks like New York's Penn Station and Washington's Dulles International Airport were renamed after him, though opposition and legal action has ensued. So, that's what I heard this morning.
Okay, the laborers union, we got a protest going on over here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a protest happening here in New York and New Jersey. I'm talking New York City. We have a laborers union protest going on right now. Do I agree with this? Do I disagree with this? I agree with this. Trump, what the fuck are you doing, Donald Trump? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're acting like a fucking baby. Trump is my president, and I voted for Trump. But Trump, Donald, what the fuck are you doing? We need the tunnel built. You don't understand what goes on over here because you flying a fucking helicopter, you don't know what it's like to go through the Holland Tunnel, the Lincoln Tunnel. We do it. I do it. If I want to go to Mulberry Street, I go through that tunnel. I see it's falling down. Listen to me, you. Get your shit together. First of all, the laborers need to work. That's number one. The tradesmen need to get back to work, Trump. Listen to me. I know a lot of union men here. Believe me, I got a lot of friends in the unions. Everybody voted for you. You turned the unions around to vote for you from Democrat to Republican. Maybe 100% not Republican, but they definitely voted for you. So you got a lot of union backing. Now, this isn't just about you. This is about us. This is about the people that travel these tunnels. You don't understand. And more so, or equally important, is the fact that they planned on a good chunk of years to work. I have friends out there that can't work until this tunnel project is 100% go, and they're trying to get the last 5 years into their retirement. Trump, fix this fucking thing right now, will you? I'm going to give you a Fajr Nagal. I'm going to send Lee Cole to, hey, Tammy, hey, Donald, it's Lee Cole. Come out and play. I'm going to send Lee Cole to come over there and give you a Fajr Nagal. Do you understand, Mr. Trump? We need these men to work. You don't understand. Men's pensions, men's Social Security is depending on it. Stop the bullshit. So we got a protest going on in the area today for the union workers, specifically from the laborers, and I stand with them. I was supposed to be in the laborers union. I refused it. Listen, I refused the union for a lot of different reasons. I just couldn't go into the union for a lot of different reasons, but I was offered the carpenters, I was offered the laborers, I was offered union career. My father was a 33-year Teamster, not a gangster. Get it right. My father was a Teamster, not a gangster. Union runs deep in my family. My brother is a 30-year electrician in the electricians union. Stop the fucking bullshit, Trump. Because you want your name on it, you dirty motherfucker. I got to call it what it is. Forgive my language and forgive my passion for this. But you dirty motherfucker, really get off your high fucking horse. Your name does not need to be on Penn Station in Newark, New Jersey. Cut the shit. It's Pennsylvania Station, and that's what it is. It's Penn Station in New Jersey, which is shortened from Pennsylvania Station. It's Penn Station in New York City. At Edgewater here or wherever, Bergen County, the entrance to the tunnel, it does not need to say Trump. And exiting in New York City, it does not need to say Trump. Stop the fucking bullshit. Let the guys get back to work, motherfucker. It aggravates me. You can see how aggravated I am right now. I'm a motherfucker that needs to get motherfucked in a motherfucking minute. And you're getting me close there, Trump. So get your shit together. You don't need your name anywhere. He has the funds ready to release. And the only reason he's not releasing is because his name is not on it, you dirty motherfucker. Release the funds. Stop the bullshit. We need it here because we're going to get stuck over here. These tunnels are going to collapse. It's going to be on your head. Patty Deli, it gets me aggravated. I go through these tunnels frequently. And I go through these tunnels for $18 fucking tolls. So bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I'm a little aggravated about this right now. Why am I passionate about this? Why? Because these are my people. Because I have friends that are depending on this work. And that is why I get passionate about this. Yes, I chose not to go into a union. That was a personal decision. Okay? I was involved in some things. I never wanted anybody in my mess. Just stop. Stop the fucking bullshit, Trump. Enough with this ego shit. All right, I'm sorry. I got off the chat. I apologize, guys, but this bothers me. I got friends that aren't working right now because of this. Coffee on me. Thank you, Polak.
So there it is. And, I'll give my take on it. I don't think I can do better than that. We'll give it some time to sit. That was a pretty good take. People could say it's a little unhinged or it's an angry take. I personally think it's a very good take, I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit and digest, and then I'll give you my take on it. But I thought it was a good take. Hold on. I'm going to turn all this stuff off. My phone's going to be going bananas today, hopefully. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it just can't be said any better than that right now. I think we all get it. He's a dirty motherfucker. Let them get back to work, please. Let's see here. Get to the X-Files. We'll get to all this crazy shit later. Let's see here. Bad Bunny and what's his name? Ricky Martin. I guess he was there. I don't know. Did you guys watch? Hold on. Can I start a? How do I do a poll? Can I start a poll in here? Did any of you guys watch the Kid Rock show? Did you watch Bad Bunny at all? Did you watch Tommy? I watched a little bit of Tommy. This is what we did. My buddy, he's just, I'm at his house. He's like, I'm going to turn on Kid Rock and show TPUSA my support. I'm like, oh, God. What the fuck did he just say? He goes, but I'll watch it on my phone. I go, oh no, you can put it on the TV if you want. And he's like, I don't care. I was like, I'll probably go outside and smoke a bowl anyway. At halftime. So anyway, halftime rolls around, and I see that guy. They're trying to do like a Goodfellas cinematography, however you say that word, shot. And he's walking. I hate this fucking chair. He's walking through there, through the grass and the jungle. And with the tables, I'm like, oh, God, I don't even want to watch this. I just fucking walked out of the room right away. I had regular old-fashioned chock full of nuts coffee today, not half decaf. Yep, that'll do it. Especially you get passionate about something and then you get all wound up. I do the same thing. That Gay Rabbit is something else I didn't watch. I chose the Sarah and Moochie halftime. Yep, I did stop by there, too, for a minute. Although, I'm at my buddy's house and he's got, I don't even think that, you know what? I did watch a little bit of the Kid Rock thing today, just a little while ago when I was clipping these videos. It kind of reminded me, I don't know if you guys have this in your area, the gypsy families in the Safeway parking lots, the grocery store parking lot with the accordion, but they're not really playing the accordion. It's like a Bluetooth speaker with pre-recorded, accordion music. And he just has to move the accordion to make it look like he's playing. Or they'll do it with the violin too. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, Jesus Christ, where's their little donation bucket at? I had Tommy on the laptop and Bad Bunny on the TV muted. It was okay. I wasn't offended by any of it. Yeah, I guess Lady Gaga was there. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I'm not offended by it either. But I'm also not offended by calling him the Gay Rabbit either. So, you know what I mean? It is to each their own. I am going to stand by my statement about I wish that Kid Rock would have fell off the stage, but it would have been impossible for him to have fallen off the stage because it wasn't live. That was a pre-recorded, lip-synced shit show. Is what it was. Actually, what it was just a way to geofence. They're just data tracking who logged into that, I think, more than anything. When you listen to TPA, they always talk about numbers. They're always talking about numbers.
What? Papi, esa bandera quedó hoy demasiado de muy en alto. Estamos todos orgullosos.
Yes, sirs. We are living La Vida Loca. Absolutely. What else do we have here? Dun, 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 dun. Bill Maher is upset that he had to take the COVID vaccine.
Imagine if you had to conform. I mean, imagine if COVID came around and you just had to go in.
I did.
All in on all of it.
I did have to conform. I didn't want the vaccine at all. Not that I'm against all vaccines, just I didn't think I needed that one. But I had to have it. I couldn't have continued my life.
Right.
They wouldn't have let me do the show, and I had to do it here. I did it in this room. 14 and 94 are different.
Yes.
And if you don't see that, you are not the science people.
No, you're actually anti-science because my 14-year-olds don't need it at all because
Not
they're
at all.
They're healthy, thin, and active. And my
My thing is, and it's just no offense, but I don't know. A vaccine, how much more dangerous is a vaccine than drinking tequila every night? I mean, it's got to be equal. La Vida Disgrazia, you mean? Yes, absolutely. Couple of, you know what? Although Trump said he was going to watch, Kid Rock. Here he is at Mar-a-Lago or wherever he was at. Lindsey Graham and Trump watching Bad Bunny. And notice how Mr. Ladybugs himself right there. You'll never see anybody more intense looking at Bad Bunny than Lindsey Graham. Boy, he is tuned in.
Ni en mí mismo confío. Si quieres quedarte hoy que hace frío y mañana te vas. Muchas quieren mi baby gravy, quieren tener mi primogénito.
So, there you have that. Let's listen to a little of Kid Rock.
There's a man who died for all our sins, hanging from the cross. You can give your life to Jesus, and he'll give you a second chance till you can't take it. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can until you can. Until you can. If you got a chance.
Just lip synced fucking trash. It's not super obvious there, but it will be obvious in a couple of the other videos I have. Graham was feeling it. You already know, Gianni. He was feeling it. I think Savannah Guthrie was, she had something to do with the whole Matt Lauer, locking his door with the remote button from Good Morning America and, sexually abusing, assaulting fucking interns and different staff from Good Morning America. I think she was part of that whole deal in defending Matt or what, I don't remember exactly. Not a fan. And here they are, the Reno 911 FBI that we have. I mean, they are literally Reno 911. Days later, looking down a fucking hole with a broomstick or a plunger. I think it's a giant plunger. They should just stick that plunger up their ass. You know what they should do? Take the sister and Savannah, put them in the hole, and then that guy should stick the plunger up his ass and fall in the hole, and somebody shut the lid. How about that? How about we just do that, and we can all just quit looking for the mom, and who gives a fuck? I mean, how many abducted kids are there out there these days that get no airtime? And yet here we are with Mrs. fucking satanic. My God. Is Kid Rock country now? I saw him at Woodstock dancing around with a midget, but it was more like rap than country, probably. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't care for it at Woodstock. I was just stuck in front of the stage because James Brown just finished. Oh, damn. What year was that, Gianni? That must have been like, let me see here. I'll look this up. Was that 99? Is that what that says? Thought I seen something that said Red Hot Chili Peppers, Limp Bizkit. Yeah, 99. Interesting. Yeah, headliners like the Chili Peppers, Metallica, Rage Against the Machine. Huge fan of them. Limp Bizkit, Korn, Creed, Dave Matthews Band, Alanis Morissette, and Bush. Sheryl Crow. Oh, let's see here. Kid Rock was on Saturday, July 24th. They don't list. Oh, wait, here we go. They don't even have James Brown on there. They just completely waxed him from the whole fucking lineup on here. He's not even on the official thing. Like the West Stage, other notable performers. See, let me make sure I'm not missing it. Megadeth, Godsmack, The Chemical Brothers, Cube, The Roots, Insane Clown Posse, George Clinton, and P-Funk, Collective Soul, Everclear. Black Eyed Peas, Muse, Full Devil Jacket. Yeah, there's nothing about James Brown. Interesting. It was like 9 a.m. Okay, yeah, wow. Maybe he was, that's interesting. I would have loved to go to that. That must have been awesome. All right, what else do we got here? I don't even know who this guy is. Part of the TPUSA.
Moles in the front row pew for the Sunday roll call. Everybody praise the Lord. Y'all grew up learning how to hunt and fish, how to bust a 12-gauge pump and not miss. A life without work, that's just a myth. Never listen when he talking shit. My dad taught me how to stand my ground. Be a man, but we'll never back down. We'll start something. If he's talking trash, you better throw the first punch and whip his. Be somebody, make a name for yourself. Life's hard to go through hell. There comes a time when you gotta slow down. That's what we doing now. When we chillin' on the girl. Lay back, swiveling like I'm George Jones. You small moles in the front row pew.
Don't know. Let me see what this says.
I want to honor God in all that I do. I want to be a great husband, a great father. I want to serve this country. I want to try to continue to lead this movement and to speak truth and to never lie. To stop thinking about yourself all the time and instead think about what you should do to help other people and to defend this country above yourself.
I'm so inspired. This army of freedom fighters, we're going to be around for the next 100, 200 years because we know in the end our ideas will win.
God should be the most important thing in your life. But then beyond that, it's getting married, having children, building families.
My kids are my most important thing in my world. My wife and my kids, my relationship with God, the top 3 things.
And the more often that you choose the deep, the difficult, but the right path over the easy path is one that will reward you, your family, and this beautiful nation.
And yeah, that was very moving. And it says, this is from Erica Kirk. 12 hours ago, it says, the TPUSA All-American Halftime Show was so incredible. Charlie would have absolutely loved it. Yeah, he would have loved it. He sure would have, but he's dead. You killed him. Hello. Yeah, he would have loved it if you guys wouldn't have blown his neck off. Well, actually, he didn't blow his neck off. That would have been reality if a 30-06 hit him from the roof from 140 yards away, which is the official Reno 911 Cash App Patel official narrative, which is complete horseshit. Yeah, no, he really would have appreciated that halftime show if you guys wouldn't have killed him for standing up against all the fucking nonsense that Israel pulls. I'm just saying, I'm sure he really would have found it incredible. He's part of God's redneck army. Interesting. God's redneck army. Yes. Grateful hello. How are you? At first, I thought that said Godsmack's redneck army when I first read it, Patty. I was going to have to Google this. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Godsmack. Because I don't know who Godsmack is, but it's God's redneck. Yes. It is part of the redneck army for God. Miss Erica Kirk is now a confirmed, well, I don't know exactly what it is, but there's text messages of her, I believe, from when she was 25 years old. Okay, these just came out within the last like 24 hours. People discovered these from that guy. He is Jelly Roll. Was that Jelly Roll? I mean, because he lost a lot of weight.
Our word, that's just a myth.
That's Jelly Roll right there? Is it? No, that can't be Jelly Roll. It's Jelly Roll on Ozempic. Yes. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, well, Jelly Roll lost a lot of weight, right? I mean, he is literally on Ozempic, isn't he? After your show, check out my post. I just linked to James Brown for performance in a post. Okay. We can play it. We can play it during the show, Gianni, if you want to. But Erica Kirk, when she was 25, was texting or sexting a 15-year-old girl. And this is she was actually charged with it. Unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Sexual motivation. I don't know if she was, if she was convicted or what the deal was. I think these people tend to get away with everything, obviously. But I don't know exactly what the texts were saying, but they weren't good. I think they were pretty sexual. So, and she's going around to schools, and it's already, she's already been in trouble in Romania. I don't even think she can go back to Romania. She's on video saying that she was helping sex traffic kids in China. She's been all over the world in the country helping these kids. And then here she is sexting a kid. So what are all these people really up to? I'm pretty sure she's part of that whole Epstein fucking deal. So it's just, hold on one sec, guys. I am going to go to Gianni's thing real quick here. I don't know. Is this something that you just posted, Gianni? Let me see here. Oh, wait. Let me see here. I'm going to go to your channel this way. This will be easier. Posts. Here we go. Yes, he did. Okay. So I'll go like that. Go like that. I can go back to my show. All right. We got it now. Let's see here. History.
legs cannot stop. We'll party 3, 4, 5 o'clock in a row.
And right about now, it is spy time.
I feel good. Mama's got a brand new bag.
The big baby. Try me.
Doing it to death. Funk on a roll.
Himself, James Brown.
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 James Brown. James Brown.
James Brown.
James Brown.
There he is, the God from the soul. James Brown.
Johnny, there you were. Somebody just threw you up in the air right there, I think. This is back in Johnny's wild days here.
I'm back. I'm back. Get up off of that thing. Can't do nothing.
Good time.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have a funky good time.
Baby.
Here we go.
To the highway, cold, cold, beat it, cat, anywhere. On the train, don't get all alone. I gotta be high in the beat, and there's no destination too far. Now we'll wait, too much time. Living in America. Eighteen station. Hey, a conversation. Got you have a celebration. That's the soul. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it would be nothing. 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 Oh my God.
You know, it's just crazy that size of a crowd, you know, to see all those people like that back there. It's like the land before time of the cell phones. You know what I mean? Where this is, if you wanted to experience this, you know, this is how you did it. Unless you wanted to see, like, you know, you just, there was, you know what I mean? Like, there really wasn't any other way. Maybe somebody's home video, or you've seen it on TV, but, you know, the social, I don't know, maybe 99, there was a little bit of social media, but I don't think, nothing like now, right? My motto is "fuck you, pay me." Hell yeah. Largely pre-cell phone. Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool concert. 99. That was 27 years ago. Crazy. I did have a cell phone, but it was the size of a shoebox. Yep. You got a cell phone back then, you pretty much were, people were judging for sure. Beepers and cell phones. You basically had to be some type of a drug dealer around here if you had a beeper. My uncle accused me of being a drug dealer. Hold on, I gotta. I want to listen to Alex Jones for 2 seconds here. And so that's all related to the Epstein stuff, And he just said, Little St. John. They did it above New York. And I mean, anybody, I don't know, but anybody that is from New York, you guys might know. Like, is that how they used to get rid of bodies over there? Was sulfuric acid. But, a satanic temple on Epstein Island, and they used sulfuric acid to get rid of the bodies, the rest of the bones or whatever from the parts that they ate and organ harvested from. So it wasn't just about pedophilia. It literally is about the most unspeakable stuff. I mean, and no one's being held accountable. Some victims are being violated, not the real victims. The real victims are dead, but not, yeah, right, Johnny, yeah. Isaac Cappy to Jim Carrey, 2018, telling him, if you're eating kids, back then we're like, what the fuck is he talking about? I mean, some of us knew what he was talking about. Did we not play Alex Jones right there? Did you guys not hear that? Is that why this is not making any sense? I wasn't even sharing the damn video of Alex Jones. But we're gonna have to go back and listen to it for a second.
New World Order operatives with the Islamicists because there's ongoing corruption at the leadership of the Republican. Now let me move into the meat and potatoes here. What an analogy! I didn't mean to use that. no pun intended, meat and potatoes, you mean little dead kids, tortured children.
Here we go. 2 minutes.
Truckloads and truckloads of barrels of sulfuric acid, the strongest acid in the world. And those barrels are what serial killers and governments use to dunk bodies in to totally dissolve them, or the bones, the teeth, the identifiers. You don't just go throw those, maybe you get in a motorboat and at night and drive out 10 miles to some spot where sharks are at, and you throw the teeth and skulls over, but still those can float up, those can be found. No. Yeah, you can put cement shoes on somebody, but that's trouble. Way to do it is have the big tunnels he had under New York, under Paris, and under Little St. John's,
which is Epstein's Island.
Now confirmed, where he had his above was a satanic temple he had with the black magic carvings, demons on the walls. Below, of course, is where they would take the bones of the people they'd eaten and the people they'd organ harvested. The full-on operation, and they would put them in the acid, and that's all confirmed now, all of it. And
so yeah, so it is far more sinister than just pedophilia. I don't think humans can consume blood, though. Doesn't it make you sick? I don't know, Patty. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I do know that one of the new moves is to get your blood cleaned. You can get a needle stuck in your neck, and they can drain your blood into a machine and remove like toxins and molds and heavy metals and stuff like that. And it is supposed to make you feel a lot better, clean you out. So, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But the organ harvesting makes sense. And then there's the theory of the androchrome, where, that's the Monsters, Inc., where they need to scare the shit out of little kids and get their adrenaline pumped up. And then they extract the adrenaline. And that's called androchrome. And I don't know exactly what the benefits are to that, but there's all kinds of theories about that. It's called dialysis. Yeah. Keith Richards used to get dialysis so he could do more drugs, I heard. Crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But, there's just a lot of weird things coming out from this whole Epstein thing. No one's been held accountable yet. They just were so weird about releasing it. Here's the guy. This is Isaac Cappy talking to Jim Carrey, 2018.
By the way, I'll just fucking out him. Jim Carrey called me up last week. I talked to him for 5.5 hours. He's like begging me to get a deal with Q. Like he's afraid of the fucking brackets. I'm like, and it's just yammering on with the crap, but not owning up or doing anything fucking meaningful. Meanwhile, just lying to everybody. Guys, you are fucking cowards. You're going down. You're gonna fucking die. That's it. You're gonna die. If you ate kids, you're gonna fucking die. You can't get over that shit. That's a death sentence. You cannot fucking live. But what I'll tell you that you can do is possibly save your soul. You can save your soul, and I can help you save your soul.
So that was this guy. I don't even know who Isaac Cappy is, but that was 2018. That Epstein case is such a mess. People are crazy if they think they'll ever get the truth. Yep, that's right, Gianni. Is that the 2026 version of Andy Hoffman? Is that who we're talking? You meant Abby Hoffman, but I think you meant Andy Hoffman. Andy Kaufman? Who's Abby Hoffman? I'm not sure. Abby Hoffman. No idea. He does look like Abby Hoffman. Okay, now I need to look this up. Abby Hoffman. From Woodstock. Abby Hoffman. Yeah, you're right. Does look like Abby Hoffman. Was an American political and social activist. who founded the Youth International Party. It's funny. He probably means to look like that guy. Yeah, it's all just very weird. Cat Williams, he's always talking truth.
Like a lot of not just the narratives, but there's things that you will say, and I'm not even a comment reader. And if I just scroll down, it's like people say, oh yeah, Cat was right. Cat tried to warn us. Cat tried to tell us.
Right. All right.
Had you ever went to a Diddy party? Like I'm talking about not what it turned out to be, but I'm talking about like when he would have the NBA All-Star party. None of those.
Yeah. So to quickly answer your question and to not say anything that would infringe legally. Yeah, a lot of people indeed do ask that. Like, how do you know what goes on at the P. Diddy party if you weren't at the P. Diddy party? But, yeah, so one of the jokes that I discuss on the tour is the fact that they would have these parties in the Hollywood Hills, and then they would have a parking lot where they would shuttle people up. So everybody would meet in this parking lot and they would send shuttles down to, Diddy's parties. And so I wasn't ever invited to the parties, but I was invited to the parking lot because I knew the people that ran the shuttle service. You knew them too, as it turned out. But yeah, I would go to the parking lot and I would watch them all go up there. And, they would be thinking I'm coming later. I would just be on the car having a grand old time, smoking and laughing and watching everybody who's going. And yeah, so you.
That was a whole lot of nothing there. I didn't really watch that video. I thought we'd get more out of that. Invited to the parking lot. Yeah. He has some great interviews. The one he did with Shay Shay on Shay Shay Club was really good. He exposed a lot there, but the title of this video said, and I guess he gets to it eventually. He says, Cat Williams recalls watching celebrities board a shuttle bus to Diddy's parties and says Will Smith knows the story he hasn't told, and Eddie Murphy knows what he hasn't said. So who knows? The Super Bowl, LAX, San Francisco, there was like 5 airports. They seen an 1,100% increase in BizJet departures, which, those are business jets, private class, private jets. It's just crazy to look at, there's people that go to that Super Bowl that it really financially sets them back, but they're willing to pay the money. And then you have people that fly there on their private jets, Ricky Martin, we've seen him. New photo surface of Erica and Lori Fronsky, that's Erica Kirk, in Romania with unknown business partner, Hartley Rhodey, with kids. There's her mom. So could you imagine being in charge of the military and, all these operations and go to all these countries, these war-torn third world countries, and then, you just secretly have a whole thing going on. And you have these little private shell companies and different companies that pop up. You're just trafficking all them kids right on out of there. I mean, they say there's hundreds of thousands of kids missing. Pretty sure the parking lot is a lot like Shakedown Street. Yep, you already know. Like Chris Christie not being invited to Epstein's. Yep. Yeah, they didn't want him rocking the boat, I think. Nothing shaking on Shakedown Street. Used to be heart of town. Don't tell me this. I can't sing. Nice. You just got to poke around. Yep. Yeah, these people need to be exposed. They really do. But yet at the same time, they're not going to be. I mean, they already are exposed. We all already know. They are exposed. The problem is that the Reno 911 crooked Trump just, it's never been more crooked. I honestly believe like the Trump administration, it was put there specifically to cover up what was to come with the Charlie Kirk assassination and the Epstein files. I believe that. Let's see here. We watched that one. We've seen that one. We know she did the sexual misconduct with the 15-year-old, which is just fucking bizarre. Lady Gaga and Bad Bunny.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda. Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amarlo.
And let's see here. TPUSA talking about the halftime show. How did it go? Let me guess. Let's talk about numbers. I mean, do you hear Bad Bunny on here today talking about numbers? Is Lady Gaga on here today talking about numbers?
Andrew, I watched your show. It was great. How did you do? Do you have a sense of how many people watched?
Yeah, it was kind of blew our minds actually a little bit, Brian. And we saw at one point across all the different social channels, we saw over 10 million concurrent views. So that was adding up all of Rumble and all of our partners just on the social side. So, and now the numbers keep trickling in. I mean, right now, as I'm sitting here, YouTube's numbers keep updating. And so we're trying to put it all together. What I can safely say is that we are now over 20 million viewers across just social. So we haven't even gotten our partner broadcasters, their analytics. As you know, sometimes the ratings take a little while, but that's 20 million viewers. And we don't know how many people were gathered together, 3, 4, 10 in a room watching together. So we're going to try and put a final number on that when we can. What we can safely say is over 20 million Americans.
Numbers. Why did we kill Charlie Kirk? For numbers. This is the commissioner of the NFL, Robert Goodell, who seems like he is hugging Bad Bunny a little too much.
Can we get a photo? Let's get a photo right here, gentlemen. Beautiful. Awesome.
So nice little embrace there. Kind of, I don't know. It's just a little crazy. It looked like Robert Goodell wanted to kiss him. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Not going to read too much into it. My wife and I saw Tony Bennett once, and she came out and did a couple of duets with him. Nice. That's awesome. Let's see here. Yeah, no, she performs with a lot of people, Lady Gaga. She's a good performer. He didn't want to let go. No, he didn't. He sure didn't. I think he was going to lean in for a kiss. Lewis Hamilton. Have no idea who that is. But I know that somebody is with Kim Kardashian. And Kim Kardashian is below somebody dancing above her. So there's that. Seattle, even after a Super Bowl win, Seattle leaders failed to clear out the downtown drug dens and black market of stolen goods. Watches Seahawk fans try to celebrate in the streets while avoiding zombies and fentanyl addicts.
Go Seahawks. Oh, man. Go Seahawks. You guys celebrating? Wow. Black market is doing well, thriving as usual. They can't put down the Fetty even for the Super Bowl win. What the heck? Guys,
I was at Walmart yesterday morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I think, something like it was early. And I waited for this black gentleman to cross the street in front of me as I was leaving the parking lot. He had a bike, and then I realized he was holding foil. He was holding his foil with his handlebar, flat, like he had it flat, like already opened, like just a whole flat piece of foil that obviously probably had fentanyl on there. And I just couldn't help myself. I rolled my window down. I said something like, "Oh yeah, you wouldn't want to drop your fucking fentanyl, huh?" And he just turns around to look at me and goes, "Oh, sorry." I'm just like, Jesus, these fucking people, man. They're everywhere. More coffee, be right back. Okay, grateful. Yes, coffee is important. None of this looks much fun to me. I'm such a stick in the mud. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, if you mean going out and celebrating or the Super Bowl, yeah, none of it doesn't look fun to me either. But what do we got here? A little bit more halftime show. You know what I wish? Excuse me. Hold on. We'll keep playing. I wish that Jimi Hendrix would rise from the dead, come out of his grave, light his guitar on fire, and beat this guy over the head like he was who was Joe Pesci in Casino? Nicky Santoro? Just like beat this guy unconscious, please. I mean, what kind of bullshit Bluetooth fake performance is this? My God. Anyway, let's just move on to the next one. It is disgraceful, right? Nicky Santoro, Tony. Yes, that's what needs to happen to that guy for disrespect. I mean, these guys are just, it's disgraceful. What is it? That literally reminds me of the Gypsy family at Safeway where they're pretending to play the accordion, but it's a Bluetooth. Yeah, he's definitely fake playing, Patty. Some of these are kind of hard to tell, but I have some other ones that just shows for sure. Well, it was a recorded performance. It wasn't even live. That's what that's what these guys love to do. That's their move. TPUSA, like the Charlie Kirk show, they, it's live on X every day or whatever. It's not live, it's recorded, and nobody watches it, but it'll tell you that, 17,000 people are watching it. It's just crazy. It's just insane. Are those guitars or like marine band harmonicas? I mean, what are we listening to? My God. That is just awful. That is just, it's like Guitar Hero. You're right. Green, red, green, red, green, 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 red. I don't even know how to play that game. I think you're right, Patty. This angers me from the amount of disrespected shows. It's like people think they can play Zeppelin besides Ann and Nancy Wilson don't do it. Yeah, beside Ann and Nancy Wilson, exactly, because they're really singing and really playing. You're right. And not only that, they have the son of the original drummer, right? John Bonham's son, Jason Bonham, was there playing the drums. You're talking about at the Kennedy Center? That was fucking amazing. That was great. We played that on here once. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Heart, Ann and Nancy Wilson, of course. But you're right. Yeah, it's just complete and utter shit is what that is. Just whatever. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't care other than the fact that Turning Point USA is now going to all these schools and, trying to, what does it mean when you have somebody who is obviously, got ties to sex trafficking in one way or another, and now is going into schools in America, meaning Erica Kirk. I just don't understand how this is all working. And they have billions of dollars in funding for whatever reason from whoever. Yeah, and it was a tribute to Zeppelin the Great. Yeah, it was, because they were there, right? They were up in the, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant were there. That was awesome. I'm half tempted to play that, but whoops, why did I do that? Sorry, I got to go back. Let's keep it moving. I got to get moving here soon. The drug den, we've seen that. All right, so now they have these things. They're portals, and I don't know exactly what they're for, like the Poly Market portals or whatever, where you can show it's. And this is in Seattle. Yeah, the Poly Market camp. And it's live to people in at the Super Bowl, I believe. Or no, this is New England. Obviously, it's in New England. So it's to New England fans. And this lady has pulled her pants down in front of everybody. So that's how we do it in Seattle, I guess, over here in the Poly Market Cam. Sinatra Woodstock was the best. Johnny, he played great, impaired, like Santana. Oh, not Sinatra, sorry. Santana. At 69 Woodstock, where he thought his guitar was a snake. That's awesome. Now, I too seen Santana, but I didn't see him in 69. I seen him in 2019. 79, 89, 99, 09, 50 years later. I watched him 50 years after Woodstock. I seen him in 2019. The Doobie Brothers opened for him. And he goes, Doobie, doobie, doo. It was a fucking great concert. The Doobie Brothers and Santana at the White River Amphitheater 2019. It's amazing. He played a long time. I don't know, he might still be playing. Good point, Gianni. Soul Sacrifice, best Santana song. Friend to. All right, what else do we got here? Kid Rock. Kid Rock is so fucking awesome, man. Especially his the way he tilts his hat and the way he flips his microphone. I mean, it's just amazing talent.
And this is for the questions you don't have any answers. Midnight dancers in the timeless dancers. Again, freeze the cars, rappers, speaker. The cheese with the 40s and the chicks with beeper.
So in case you didn't see him lip syncing the first time there. And, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, I asked myself, like, who are all these people in the crowd? You know, because there's not that many, but who are they? Those are probably, you know, this is probably like Celebration Day. Thank you for participating in the murder of Charlie Kirk. So now you guys get to see Kid Rock perform. I think that was part of the deal when they drug all these people out to be in the crowd at the University of Utah, UVU, that day. I think those are all the people that were wearing the red hats and the sunglasses and running for their lives. This is just their deep state celebration. Thank you for participating in this year's assassination. Here is a lip-synced Kid Rock show that is going to be part of the Super Bowl halftime. What do we have here? Bad Bunny dancing on the side while Lady Gaga performs a salsa version. So he's loving her performance over here, practicing on the side.
I don't even want to do this anymore. So you keep going for everything. I want to be next to you. If a party was over, now time on I want to hold you just for a while. And I will smile if the world was ending. I want to be next to you.
Uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que puede.
So another little sneak peek at that, sideshow of that. This lady has got some weird message to the Savannah Guthrie family.
Right now, of course, Savannah and her family are in unspeakable, unfathomable pain. We know in the U.S. that her extended family is legion. Savannah, my friend, it's the same way here.
Did y'all see that? That was weird, right? Why'd she say that word?
Well, that lady is just fucking weird to begin with. I mean, look at her. And the way she talks. She kind of reminds me of Vera DeMilo. A little bit. And the whole fucking eye glitch thing, too, is fucking strange.
In unspeakable, unfathomable pain. We know in the U.S. that her extended family is legion.
Her extended family is legion. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Oh, one last video here before I got to get going. The first tackle of the Super Bowl. This was before the Super Bowl kicked off.
Don't think you're right. Wow. Holy shit. You shredded me. You shredded me. Holy shit. Holy shit, you got me. Wow. Hey, buddy. Fuck San Francisco. Patriots is where it's at.
So even as he's getting arrested, it's more important to say, fuck San Francisco. Legion's a big number. Thank you, Grateful. That kind of clears it up a little bit for sure. That doesn't mean we are Legion. Okay, so in large numbers. That set that they built that on, isn't that funny? That is pretty funny. But it is strange though, due to fans. Okay, understand. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But it is a weird word to use, right? I mean, this guy just cracked me up though. He was, he's like, I don't know why he's saying fuck San Francisco, because I think the San Fran, I don't know, because it was, it was their area down there. So I'm sure there's a bunch of San Frans down there, obviously. But come on, my guy, what's your problem? I wonder how he feels in the morning about, yeah, right? After that shitty performance. No doubt. Fucking people. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you all over at Thindu's. I'll be working, but I'll pop in. So Gianni, Grateful, Patty. Who else was in here? Yep, all you guys. Thank you all for hanging out, and we will talk to you tomorrow.